Hello folks, here's a quick guide that covers Xiao and include all the new stuff from Sumeru. Gonna keep this short, so let's begin. Xiao is a super strong on-field DPS, but he does nothing while off-field. His pros are a very strong AoE, easy artifacts to gear, consistent damage during his 15-second burst window, and a very straightforward playstyle with a high DPS floor. However, his biggest negative for me is the jumping playstyle mixed with the Genshin's camera system. The camera is usually too close to Xiao, and it can be hard to keep track of enemies that get knocked too far from your plunge AoE. Another downside can be the battery he needs, since almost all his damage happens while Xiao is in his buff burst. For most Xiao teams, you need a battery and a healer, leaving little room for the 4 slot. His talent priority is normal attack, then Q, then E. You can rush Q to level 7 first, so the HP drain drops to 2% per second. His E is third priority, but you can still bring it up to level 6 for extra damage on his rotation. And his rotation is pretty simple. Set up your team's off-field abilities, then swap to Xiao. Make sure everything is good because you'll be staying on Xiao for the next 17 seconds or so. Once you're good, use E twice to make some energy particles, then burst. Make sure you burst fast enough so you benefit from the extra particles you just created. Now it's time to Unga Bunga. The simple idea is to jump over enemies, then plunge down. There are tricks to gain more horizontal movement while jumping, and different rotations depending on the number of enemies. If you want more details on Xiao's single target and AoE rotations, check my longer guide on Xiao in the links below. Overall, he does a lot of damage to big enemies, and will also stagger smaller enemies to reduce the damage you might take. Gearing Xiao is pretty simple. There are 2 main artifact sets to choose from. The newer Vermilion Hereafter set is his best in slot. The 4-piece can be about 10% stronger than other options. The other choices is any combination of the 18% attack or 15% on ammo. It doesn't matter which combo you pick, use the one with the best substats. You can also use a 2-piece emblem if you don't have enough energy recharge. Xiao wants around 120 to 140 ER depending on your team and batteries. Play with the ER until you get his burst back every rotation, since he does all his damage in his burst. For his substats, your first priority is to get enough ER for Xiao's burst, then go for crit rate / damage, and finally, the attack stats. For his weapons, the best 5-star is the Jade Spear or Staff of Homa. Both are great for him. If you want the full benefits from Homa, then you will want a shielder in the party to keep Xiao alive under 50% health. Strong 4-star polearms are Deathmatch, Black Cliff, and the Lithic Spear, if you can build a team around that. Though most of the 5-star polearms will be better due to the raw stat difference. Another free-to-play option is the Missive Wind Spear from the recent event, but you will need a lot of crit to balance out all the attack it gives. Finally, supports. You want 1 to 2 batteries for Xiao, and the main reason I am updating my Xiao guide is because of Faruzan. She is the best new support for Xiao, period. Regardless if she is C6 or not. If you are lucky to get her at C6, then give her the 4-piece tenacity set. Otherwise, just go all in on her energy recharge. You will need about 250% ER to let her burst alongside Xiao each rotation. If you don't have her, then Sucrose is the next best battery, but most other Anemo units can work too. And since Xiao constantly loses HP, you will want a healer or Zhongli in the party as well. If you still got room for a 4th after your 1 to 2 batteries and healer, then pick a flex that will increase Xiao's damage through their abilities or swirl reactions. Here's a list of options for Xiao teams. And that's a wrap for this guide. Wanted to keep it short and simple. Thanks for watching, hope this was helpful, and as always, have fun out there, traveler.